Hi guys, welcome to this video.
In today's video, it's 1 year after my surgery, and I'm gonna be just talking to you guys about everything that went down. And if you guys have any more questions, let me know and I will do a part 2.
I had to throw this hat on because my hair was just like frizzy on top. I just washed it, usually my makeup is just a quick foundation. I just did a foundation and a little bit of whatever bronze, and that's it. I did not touch my nose, just foundation, so you guys can get the picture. I'm not sure if it will be part 2 or part 3, but regardless, this is a continuation for my nose surgery. Whew, my gosh, what a rough year it was until I got my nose. It was so much stuff. Like, it was like so hard, and I went through so much, and I cried so much. Like, just thinking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, do you remember everything you went through? Like, it's insane how much I went through just because, like, I looked so bad. Like, let me just get comfortable here. So basically, I feel like from the beginning, let me just back up a little bit. So I hope this is a good angle because I just really want to like get really close to phone, my camera. But yeah, so basically how it all started is, I'm Brazilian and my grandma has a big nose. Lord have mercy, I'm sorry. My great grandmother, my mom's grandma, she had a big nose. My mom has a big nose. And I feel like in my family, a lot of people have big nose. And my nose wasn't humongous, but it was like round nose. It was like I had a round nose, and my sister would always make fun of me. Oh, you have a Brazilian, like a pão de queijo, amassado. It was just like all these names, in the family. And I just always hated my nose, And I grew up with that in my back of my mind. I never got bullied besides my sister, but anyways, that's not the case. That's not, yeah. And whatever. And then, so the reason why I always said in the last video, my nose is crooked, my nose is broken, I had an accident. Basically, I was in a bad relationship and I got punched in my nose. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this on YouTube, but I feel like for a long time, I don't want to like talk about it. I don't want to like, expose the person or this, that. But it is my life, it is my story, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like even if the person changes, the person gets better, the person becomes a new person, guess what? You still did these things. Even if you change, it's still gonna be like, you can't really delete it, you know what I'm saying? It's part of my life, and maybe for him, like the person doesn't remember anymore. Oh, I never did that, whatever. But guess what? Like for me, it left a scar. Like literally, like it broke my nose, and emotional too, so all of that happened. So I'm not going to talk about it too much right now because it's a no surgery vlog, but if you guys want more information, let me know and I will definitely yeah. Basically, so my nose, it got thin. I remember back then people telling me, wow, like a few people asked me, did you get your nose done? Because it got thin when it got punched. It got thin, my nose, but it was completely crooked, but it was thin. So I've had people in the back, But anyway, so it was like my nose, it kind of like, it looked good from one angle, but from the other angles it was horrible. So I definitely, like, I've always talked about getting my nose done, but whatever. So then I got married to my husband, my Colombian husband now, my husband now. And he's an amazing partner. He's just, yeah, and that's a different story if you guys want to hear about how we met. But he's Colombian, and Colombians talk a lot about surgery, his family, and this and that, and his cousin got her nose job. And I told him, oh, I always wanted to do it. And he's like, well, if you want to do it, you can go to Cali, where I'm from. That's where my cousin got her nose done. So my first surgery, my first rhinoplasty, I think it was 2019. My daughter was like, no, she was not even one. 2018, 2019-ish. And I went to Cali and I got my nose done. I was there for a month. I didn't record this. So this doctor, I didn't do my research too much. And what happened was, like, he filed my nose. It was like he's an amazing doctor. Like, if your nose is a little bad or a little this, he will fix the job. But my case was like, I had a big nose. They got thin, they got crooked, they got broken. So I needed like a special, like a very professional, I needed a specific doctor, and this guy was not it. He was good for like a basic nose job, but not for my case. So basically, it looked much better, but like I remember like from one angle it looked like, I don't know, just it wasn't as good as it could have been. And then with time it was getting crooked again. It was like, you know, like memory, muscle memory, whatever it's called. It was like going back. It was looking worse. And it got to a point where my nose was so bad, and I was like always crying, and literally like anytime I would do my makeup and I was always crying. I was literally like always struggling, always. And I just remember like every time like I had an event or something, I would do my makeup like I did now, just foundation, and it didn't make a difference. I'm like, I still look ugly, like it's doing nothing. So now I remember just always crying. When my American passport came, I became a citizen to my American passport, and I opened it and I cried. I was supposed to be happy, and I was so sad. My picture looked horrible. My nose was horrible. And that's when I knew, like, okay, it's time to fix it. You know, this guy, he's okay, but it wasn't what I needed. I didn't research enough. So I was like, okay. So we started researching, me and my husband, and I was like open to go anywhere. So the first surgery was $2,000, and you know, around, I think, and we were just looking and just basically like open to anywhere, Brazil, Colombia, even the USA. But over here it's $8,000. But I was like, okay, you know, it's okay if the doctor is good. But I never found a good doctor. Like the ones that I found, like I found one in like Beverly Hills for like $50,000. I'm like, that's way out of my budget. And then in like Tampa, Florida, I've never really seen, where I live, and seen nobody good. And I've seen a few doctors, but like it's just like a piggy nose, just not my style, not what I wanted. So my husband came across this doctor, I think in Google, and I started following him, and like I saw that he did, like I'll try to post it up here. He does like, you know, I don't know what it's called, but when someone's born, like their lip, you know, like that whatever, I don't know what it's called. But he did like hard things, like the lips. He fixed the lips. I saw somebody with a skull problem, and like he fixed the skull, and it was just like things that are very like difficult. And I'm like, okay, I have a difficult job, like my nose. It's not gonna be an easy job. It's gonna be like hard. I need a like amazing doctor. So I was like convinced this is the guy. And so I sent like a DM, and he said, because the first doctor, he said send me pictures, and then we did a consultation through pictures and email. This doctor, he said, no, I will not do it. You have to come here. So that's why I went to Colombia in last November, and I went there just for consultation. We were in Bogota for literally, we arrived at night, and it was one day. I'll try to put links here. It was such a quick appointment, and he told me what I had, the dents that, if you guys watched the last video, was like it could be like a disease and this and that. And I thought it was from my accident, that something fell on my head and it made like my head dent, and I wasn't sure. But he just told me like, you know, this and that. And it's just so much stuff, so much information, and I just, you know, so we definitely like, we made the appointment, and that was November, and we made the appointment for like, I think January or something. Well, he said, you know, let me know, whatever. So we left, and then I said, when you guys have an opening? I talked to the secretary over like WhatsApp, and they put me in like either January or February, I can't remember. So then I went back home, whatever. And then we came back in December again to Colombia, like for New Year's. We came back like the end of December. Me, my mom, my son, my husband, my daughter. And then, as you guys know, if you guys watched the last few videos, they went back home because my son had to go back to school. You know, winter break is only 2 weeks off. So he went back to school. My son came back to work. My mom came back home to work. I stayed behind with my daughter because she was in like daycare at the time, so she couldn't stay. Like, who was gonna watch her? My husband works all day, all night, so I stay with her, and I'm not gonna stay with my baby. And his aunt that lives in Ibagué, which is close to Bogota, was supposed to be with me, which, as you guys know, if you watched the video, she left because it was so much going on. My father-in-law passed away the day of my surgery. So that's why she ended up like not staying so much with me. And then I fainted. Definitely, guys, do not stay alone for the first 24 hours. That was a big mistake. I'm sorry for the shadow, but it's just because I need to make this video. I've been postponing. I need to finish part 2. So I'm trying, but this is like the best. This is not the best lighting ever. Let me try to fix it because, wait. Did it make it better? Not really, but we'll go with it. I always clap. I don't know why. And then, yeah, so this surgery, it was also like $2,000. He copied and pasted right in front of me. He did not charge me extra because I came from America. And I was like shocked that the prices didn't go up. I mean, it's a different doctor, different state, different city, but it was still roughly like 2,000. But I know at the end, there was a little bit more with like this and medication, that. Like, I mean, the medication was separate. I paid in a pharmacy. But I mean, like, he charged me some, at the end, this and that. I think it was 2,500, like 2,500. I'm not sure. If you guys really want to know, I can like look up my receipts and stuff and let you guys know. But yeah, so this surgery was super smooth. Like, I woke up, I didn't feel pain in my nose. And I remember, like, I made the video because I give them my phone and they give it back to me. And I woke up and I'm already like making a video. I have to vlog this. And I was like, I was talking over. I did a voiceover, so you guys didn't hear. But I'll add a clip here that the girl was like, oh, somebody got like everything done, like her face.
Tienes que estar tranquila. Si tú no estás tranquila, el dolor se concentra más en esto y le va a dar un dolor tenaz que no se va a poder aguantar. ¿Listo? Tranquila, por favor.
Butt, boobs, butt, belly, this, that. So she was like crying, screaming later. I even like turned off because it was too much. But they do that clinic where I got my nose, because he works upstairs. Like, it's a building full of offices, and the downstairs like is where the surgery happens. So like they rent it out, I guess. And you can sleep there if you have more than one thing done. But I just did my nose, and I regret, like I said, not talking over about the lipo, but it was too late. Yeah, make sure you guys watch the first part though. Before this, it's gonna be like, I think a total of 3 videos, maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure. Make sure you guys watch everything to understand this story. But basically, I am so happy. And after I left my my consultation, okay, I feel like the hat put my hair a little bit more low, so I'm gonna try without a hat. But been scary sometimes, been exhausting, taking care of myself, taking care of my daughter. It was just overwhelmed. Like, overwhelmed was just overwhelming, so much. I really wish I had somebody taking care of me. I said it before, I got me. I could order my food, I could shower, I can do everything. But my daughter, like, she had so much energy and mommy, and I feel so bad. But I would give her my iPad. I let her watch TV sometimes all day. We would go downstairs, play Barbie. But there's only so much you can do in a hotel room. So I would end up giving her my iPad, and I just hate that. But I mean, I wanted to rest. I was tired. I was in pain. My nose did not hurt. Like, if you're playing to your nose, go in like happy, go calm. But what hurts a lot is like under the taking out the piece of a rib. It's this tiny. I wish, like, people probably gonna think, well, I got your ribs done and you're skinny. No, honey, I'm not. But it was so much pain, like, because if you're in bed and like to get up, like, you don't realize how much strength you put in your, like, every part of your body. Like, just getting up, it was like, and then sneezing, laughing, like everything hurt my rib, and that was so painful for like a couple weeks. Yeah, so this is my nose, as you guys can see. I love the side profile. Even it was really crooked, and this part is thinner than this part. So he said, he made this part, he did cut it. I did have like, I did get like stitches here, and I don't know why, but my second day postponed like appointment, he took out my stitches. It was 1 or 2 days. I was like, why did he take it out? Does he think I'm leaving? I'm not gonna be here. I'm gonna be here for a while. Like, until you tell me. I'm not rushed. I already got the surgery. I'll be here for another month if I have to. I just want to do things right. I'm not sure why, but he took it out. And a week later, he took out these stitches. So I don't know why he took out this one so quick. And it was so red and it was like the scar was a little bad because he took it out so quick. But I did put sunblock and Band-Aid. Like, I would walk around with a Band-Aid here. So whenever I was outdoors. But yeah, I do love it a lot. And when it was done for the first time, I felt pretty again, you know. And I'm not gonna, like, people gotta watch, like, oh, so you're saying you're conceited. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I cried for so many years. Like, I'm not saying I was born ugly either. Like, I was, you know, I was happy with myself, whatever. But when my nose broke, and after the surgery, that my face changed. I don't know what was going on. It's not good. And for the first time, I was like, I felt pretty. I can do makeup again. And with the combination of my lips and my nose, I just felt so pretty. And yeah. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more videos like this.
I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please like this video and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you guys want a part 2 of the sit down and tell all, let me know. Write down your questions and I will do the part 2.